Hey, good morning. Welcome back to another video. I'm sitting around thinking, what can I make a video about today? And then, you know, I noticed hardly anybody ever does any videos about military cutlery. So I'm going to take you in here and I'm going to show you some different knives, forks, and spoons from World War I and World War II. And I got several Marine Corps ones, Navy ones, and Army ones. So we'll get in here and we'll take a look at some different knives, forks, and spoons from both World War I and World War II. All right, now I'll start out with the Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps utensils. Start out here with this really nice knife. You can see the silver content in the blade there. And then on the handle here, you can see right there it says it's marked USMC right there. Then I got another one just like it. USMC. Got a small amount of rust right there, but you got to get that cleaned up. And now for the forks. And you can see right there, it's marked USMC. This is from World War I. And the next one, same thing. It's identical to it. This one's World War I. You can see right there, it's USMC marked. And if I flip it over, it's dated 1917, made by WBW. And then for the spoons, you can see there it's USMC marked. Got a lot of patina on it. And right there you can see the maker mark. The silver content is made in USA by that company. And that little triangle there's got I think that's the silver content in the spoon. But you can see the USMC on there. And these two here are the identical size. They're a little bit smaller than I want to just show you, but it's marked USMC on the handle. And it's got a maker mark on it. Yeah, right there. And this one here, like I said, is identical to that one. Same thing on the back with the maker mark. All right, now moving on to the United States Navy spoons. These two are identical. And you can see right there, it's US Navy marked. I flip those over. And it's got the maker mark. Same thing with this one. Identical to that one I just showed you. There's also the maker mark on that one. Here's a really nice, I believe it's a butter knife, but you can see the silver in there on that blade. It's really pretty. And you can see it's got an anchor on it and a USN on the blade. And then it's got a beautiful handle on it. You can see right there's an anchor. It's probably come off maybe out of a battleship from a mess hall. But you can see right there, it's US Navy marked, USN. But Look at that handle. That's, just a beautiful handle. All right, now we'll get into the U.S. Army ones. Start out with the knives first. And this one's a World War II. See how flat that is. And the handle is, a lot of them are marked right there on the back of the handle. That's LF and C. That one's dated 1945. And next one. This is also World War II. And this one, you see that one's dated LF and C also. That one's 1944. Next one is World War II also. And this one's dated right there. You can see the little maker mark in 1945. Now, next one is my favorite ones. These have the Bakelite handles on. A little bit lighter. And then some of these are dated and some aren't. This one isn't marked, maker marked or dated. But it's got the US on the front of it. Now for the next Bakelite one, you can see the US on the handle. And you can see right here, it's dated, I'll turn this over. Also LF and C. And this one's dated 1941. I usually pick these up whenever I can get them for $5 or $10. And they're a lot lighter than the aluminum ones. Now moving into the World War I ones. There's a lot of rust on that blade there, but you can see the difference from World War I to World War II, the handles. The World War II one is this one at the bottom. It's got the hole in it. And the World War I ones were, just one piece, no hole in them. Now, if I flip this one around, you can see right here, LF and C. That one's dated 1917. And this one here, it's got some nice markings on the handle, US, and that's dated 1917 on the front. RIA, Rock Island Arsenal. And then on the back, the soldier had put his initials in there, AJH. It's might have used it as a hammer too, because you can see on the handle it's all banged up. And the next one here is also dated on the front of it. AC Company, and this one's dated 1918. And I'm not sure what the G88 is. And it's also got an L204 stamped on it. And there's the US on that side. And same on this one, they had put their initial W, or if you turn it upside down, it could have been an M. And this one here, I believe, is from the Vietnam War. As you can see, that this is totally flat. You can see the difference in the handle there, how flat that is compared to the World War I and World War II ones. It's got the hole in it there, and it's made by UC Company. And it's got the US on the front. And if you're wondering what these are the scabbards for the knives. You put your knife in the scabbard, and then that'll go into the what's called the pouch to carry your mess kit and knife, fork, and spoon. And this will keep the point from making a hole in your pouch, in your canvas pouch. So I got 3 of these total. All right, now I'll show you the spoons. First one here is World War I. Got the US marked on there. And if we turn it over, it's got the WF, what is it? WBW maker mark. And right here it's 1918. The World War I ones didn't have the holes in the handle right there. Like this one, you can see the hole in the handle. There's nothing on the back of this one at all. It's just marked US right there on the front. And this one here is just like that one. Just marked US. Nothing on the back. And this one here is the same thing. These are World War II. Now this one here, you can see right here, it says stainless, and it's got the maker mark on it. Same with this one. All it has is just a maker mark there. I believe this one here is later wars, probably maybe Vietnam era on this one. And this one here is a solid silver, and it's marked US on the handle. And if we flip it over, right here, you can see the maker. Looks like Wallace MC or AC. But that's a nice, really nice silver spoon. All right, now we'll start with the forks. This will be World War I because it's solid there, no hole. And I believe this is I believe it's, you see it right there, it's faded real bad, but it looks like 1918. Now right there, you can see the maker mark right there. It's been used a lot, got a lot of wear to it. And the next one is also World War I, marked US. And you can clearly see the 1917 date on there. And made by WSW. And the next World War I one. And that one's dated 1918. And let's see who the maker looks like. SPG maybe on the maker, or SPC. I can't make it out. It's a lot of wear to it, but you can clearly see the date on it. Now we'll get into the World War II forks. Dated US on the front. And there's nothing stamped on the back of this one. And the next one here, US on the front. And you can see the maker mark right there. There's stainless also. And I believe these three are the same ones. You can see the maker mark there also. Same with that one. And the next one. And for the last one, US marked. And there's no markings on this one. So nice fork. All right, here's the pouch that goes on the back of your haversack. It's called the meat can pouch. This is where the mess kit will go in. Just like that. And you can see slots in it. 3 slots, one for a knife, fork, and spoon. And I'll show you what I was talking about the leather scabbard. Push that in there, and then you put a knife, fork, and a spoon in there. Just like that. Then your mess kit goes in there. This is a World War II pouch. You can tell World War II from World War I because it'll have this strap here like that. And if it was a World War I pouch, wouldn't have this strap here. Would just have like a button right there, and with like a buttonhole that goes right there. All right, here's what I was talking about. This is the World War I mess kit pouch. You can see the button there instead of the World War II one. We'll have the strap there. But anyway, you just unsnap the button there. Down in there will be your knife with a scabbard, your fork, and a spoon pouch down in there. There's your knife, fork, and spoon and your mess kit. And it's a separate pouch. Goes on the back of the backpack. All right, that's it. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. If you did like it, please hit the like button. And I want to thank you for watching. And see you on the next video. Have a good week.